I realize that there are problems where I have to comply against with every accordance to what there is. I know that. I have to act accordingly. I know that. And I also realize that, yeah, sure, this is not the time to just prevail amongst, just be whiny and be neglected and be more prude. I couldn't be prude when I don't benefit out of that. I have to comply against the very norms there is. Think about that at the very present. Okay, sure, I have to act accordingly to be more realistic, to be pragmatic, to be practical. That is the thing, practical. To be like that, to be one, grounded with reality. Sure, man, sure. If that is the only thing that I'm to make, then why not? Go ahead and get along with it. Because there is time for everything, right? There is time for every part that I could, right? So when the time is right, when the time is right, then I could take that proper decision into changing. Changing what? You did where you came from, when what you have done so far have grown out of you. You have grown out of them. I'm afraid it is time to leave them and act accordingly. I'm afraid the times are tough for me. I realize that also. I understand every single thing which I have said beforehand. I know that. Do you know what else do I think? I think about those teachings where I was taught about the very importance of becoming, of just persisting. To prevail amongst the odds, there has to be. I was meant to do that. I was taught to become one of them, to become one who have made so far, to become a prominent individual. For oneself, in fact, for the future that one could, that one has, for me. I don't know. This is not meant to be that fair. I know that also. But the very things which I have grown out of, which I grew up with, the very teachings where have led me into what I am now, what I am still, the very ideals which I do propagate every single time with every discipline that I could. What about them? What about persistence, man? What about that? To prevail amongst the very things that one has to do. Okay, sure, I do realize with every honesty that the times are very difficult to not think, but act accordingly, to adapt and adapt with every regard to what there has to be, what there is in reality. I know that. I have felt it beforehand. I have felt it previously. And I'm still getting to know them. Still, I'm doing that. I'm doing what needs to be done, okay? I'm doing that. What I also couldn't have removed out of me is the very things that I have grown out of, the very teachings that I recognize myself with, the very me, man. to which I do identify me with. What about me, man? What about I? What about the very things which I am? What about persistence? To reap the benefits of, of what there has to be. Plow through it, strive through it, and then see what the time has to offer. Every single day I was told that the very importance of what one could, the meaning of such, the meaning of one's own prevalence, the meaning of everything that one has been.